I leave. I get home at about 7:30 in the evening, and then it's an hour from the airport. So.
What airport?
Kansas City. Yeah, my brother's gonna pick you up.
Okay.
Oh. Hold on.
Well, howdy. The customers come
Watch
in
this,
and
watch
start
this.
us, and they
Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Here, we're gonna do this.
yes, howdy.
Today is April. Yeah, I hope so. Today is April 4th. We're here in Las Vegas. This is my mom, and so this is a historic occasion. Come over, stick your face in the picture. She hates doing this. She absolutely hates doing this.
I don't take good pictures of this.
So there it is. It's a group picture made available by the Sony i8 camcorder. And Ryan's asleep right behind the camera. No, he's not the camera guy.
And I'm delighted to meet my boy.
And Ryan is asleep.
And it takes all that?
I think so. Hopefully, it's
I
working.
mean, the sound of the talking?
Yeah.
You can play that for you.
Yeah.
Eric, you're whipping out on me here.
Does Ryan like
Football? We haven't had him in football. We missed football last year. And it was on the flag football.
Just a little.
Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
I think he liked to do football. Right now, the big conflict is well, he's got a good friend at school that his dad coaches baseball, and he wants to do baseball. And I broke the news.
Baseball last year.
He did baseball, but it's rained so much in Kansas City that the soccer season has gotten pushed back several weeks. So now you got one sport that's scheduled to start, the other sports that's been delayed, and now it's over like this. Now they've got all these activities that are conflicting, plus his karate, plus school. The kid has no life. And I told him that, I said, well, I don't think we're going to be able to do baseball. And the thing about kids' baseball is that outside of the pitcher and the catcher and the guy at the bat, most people just stand around. And with the soccer, everybody gets to play.
You should have seen Ryan at his first baseball practice. Funniest thing I ever saw in my life. None of the kids knew any of the rules or anything. So Ryan gets up there and he hits the ball. It's just T-ball, so the ball just sits. And he smacks the ball. And he doesn't, because he knows that he's supposed to run. And in order to get out, someone tags him that has the ball. So he doesn't know that he has to run the bases and stay on the line and, all those rules. So he's doing curly cues around the coaches, and the coaches are turning circles trying to grab at him, and he's just dodging them here and dodging them there. And he just went all over that field, and kids were trying to grab him, and it was hilarious. It was so cute.
Is he going to do Boy Scouts or anything?
He wants to. I think he could have started this year. It started this year, but we didn't get him in.
That's another expense too.
Boy Scouts? Yeah, I'm not sure.
All through the years, the outfits, the uniforms,
Well, he really wants to be a Boy Scout.
Did you ever try to drive him? Did you ever try to ride a motorcycle?
Me?
Yeah.
Just her boyfriend she used to date.
Rode, not drove. I drove a moped one time. My friend brought this moped over, and I didn't ask her. She told me how to run it. She didn't bother telling me stop it.
I tried it.
So I did a crash.
Regular Honda, but I couldn't get the hand to work right. So I never tried it since because it's kind of heavy to roll up.
I got this moped going probably faster than it had ever went. And then
Yeah, well, they don't go
couldn't
very
stop
fast.
it. Yeah, a garden hose stopped me.
My dad, typical of my dad. You know, sometimes he'd drive something that he just got in used. You know, he traded for something, if it's a used car or something. We, you know, in the backyard, we call it the backyard, but it was actually a 4-acre pasture. It was just field, you know. And we had a couple little mini bikes, and we drove around the back out there. Well, we hear this one late evening, you know, we hear this. What is that? And out coming between the garage and the barn, so that was the access to the pasture. We hear this Harley hog, great big saddlebags on every side.
I remember that.
The bike actually makes the ground sink because it's so heavy and big. It's a huge thing, and he comes running in. Apparently, he just like got it in on trade. And he's out there rolling around the pasture. It's like in first gear. It has probably like 20 gears. You know, first gear is all he could ever get it, you know, because the pasture wasn't that big. But he's out there running around chasing us on the mini bikes. And my brother Paul, he was probably only about 1 or 2 at the most. He came running out there, and of course he's too small to ride the mini bike. So Dad puts him right there in the middle on the seat with him, and Dad is running around. The Harley hogs don't have much clearance, and he's taking a corner, and he wipes out the bike, and my mom freaks out because she thinks, my little baby's scared, you know. And it was like,
Those are big bikes. They're heavy.
oh, he was just that way though, you know. I really hacked him off one time because I had, again, get ready to go on a date. And I was, our drive was so narrow, and I was backing my car out, and I always looked in the rearview mirror, and I was backing out. I didn't see his car back there. He pulled up, I got into my car, and he pulled up and parked and went in the house. And I'm backing my car up, boom! I backed into his car.
Oh, isn't that a surprise? Oh, yes.
Do you remember that?
What?
When I backed into my dad's car, his Jeep.
I seem to remember something about it.
I did a lot of
What'd you
crazy
do
stuff.
to the car?
I don't remember. Just remember it just happened. I can't remember much about it.
I had a Saturn Pontiac when Charlie was up in Camp Cook. There were Phil Roosevelt. And I was on the base, and there's these 4 poles, that, you know, where they have a fire hydrant in the middle. I backed against that pole so hard I pulled a frame down in the car.
Maybe not.
I didn't know I forgot it was there. You know.
I've done lots of crazy stuff to my parents' cars. There was a car out in we have this 4-acre pasture, and there was a car out there, and only one tree in the whole pasture. I hit it. My dad sold Jeep trucks, and we were down at this campground doing work. I was trying to get back one night. Of course, the campground was like 30 miles away, so it was a long way away. I'm trying to get back to clean it so I can go out on Friday night. I'm driving this. The only truck we had down there was this 4-wheel drive truck. I'm driving this truck. I'm on this backcountry road, you know, I'm trying to make up some time. You know, the truck was not designed to go over 50, I'm sure. Well, I'm going about 65, 70 in this truck. All of a sudden, I didn't pay any attention to the temperature gauge. Boom! All this antifreeze comes up on the windshield. And I go, yeah, no big deal. I just kept driving. I didn't know, I really wasn't sure what it was. All of a sudden the engine starts going ting, 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 ting. Starts making all these bad noises. And I thought, well, maybe I better shut it off. And I had seized up the engine. In other words, the engine had no cooling. The pistons got so hot, they froze up inside the engine. I locked the engine out. They had to rebuild the engine of this truck. All because
That kind of sounds like what's happening to my car.
you've been driving it without cooling at high rates of speed?
No.
Okay.
So
But
you drive an
ching,
automatic?
ching, ching.
No. Automatic?
Mine is, yeah. Well, his is too.
She drives a Grand Am, I drive a Dodge Stratus.
I learned stick shift, so it wasn't any need to be done.
But violently, and then there's another.
I did another stunt that my dad had to bail me out of. I went over to this other school for what they call extension classes. They taught some classes over at this other school that weren't offered at my high school. And I do that every morning, and my dad gave me this car to drive because it was bad weather, like winter. He gave me a Jeep, a little Jeep, four of those little short, small, four-wheel drive Jeeps, instead of driving my car, which wasn't very good in the slick weather. So I had this Jeep. Well, I kind of never taken a Jeep four-wheel drive before, so I go and pick up my friend, and we're running around town at night. And I thought, hey, Bud, and his name was Buddy Fry. I said, Buddy, hey, let's drive through here. He says, we could say we drove through the park. It was just one of these parks that was in town. And so I'm down the side street, and there wasn't any fence I could see. And I shut off my lights and drove off the road and right into the park. And I'm sitting there, all right, man, we're tooling through the park. Buddy says, hey, man, you better turn your lights on. You don't know, you might hit something. And I said, okay. I didn't want to hear him gripe, Flipped on the lights. Whoa! They had put up a small steel fence around the outfield of what the softball park, near the softball field. And it wasn't there. I mean, I didn't know it was there. And by the time I saw it, I go, no! Hit the brakes, and of course the grass is all covered with dew. The Jeep, wham! It's right into the fence, and the whole fence goes boom, falls down. And I go, oh shit!
Did you go home that night?
Heck yeah, I did. And we got out of there. We're tearing up turf. I'm trying to get out of there fast. And I get back clear up onto the street. And I go, oh, we got to get out of here. And so I take off. I run through a stop sign that was there. And I said, you think anybody saw us? And he said, well, I saw a car dome light come on. This right back there. And I said, okay, well, maybe they won't recognize the Jeep. They had one that had the Velcro vinyl tops. So I go and try to take the top off the thing, get back to my house. Well, I didn't know, but I left a calling card on that fence saying, come find me. I didn't even know it. I'm back in the back behind this privacy fence trying to make the Jeep look like a different Jeep by trying to take the top off it. Dealer's plates are on the Jeep. Dealer's plates are held on with springs because they don't bolt them on because they have to move them from car to car real fast. So you just spring them on and they hold them in place. It takes about 3 seconds to do it. When I hit that fence, the first thing that touched the fence was the bumper, and the bumper had this spring on there. When it hit the fence so hard, it's like Velcro. It took the license plate off the vehicle and left it stuck on the fence. So they had a report that somebody had hit this fence. The plate was stuck on the fence saying, "Come find me."
They could be put on the.
But huh?
Here's Steve when he was a teenager.
Wow. Well, I had hair.
Yeah, tell me about too, huh?
That's not you.
Yeah, it is.
No, oh, that's not.
And that's Steve and Cindy together.
That's the one picture I have on my wall.
That was- yeah.
She's ignoring you.
Is that your dad?
Not today.
That's Dad's brother. Dad's sister, sorry.
Oh.
This is wild because you can turn this
Yeah, I
camera.
like that. Something down here. I like that.
Isn't Cindy that tap? Thank you.
Doing it.
Wave.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Howdy.
There you go.
They're the first ones to come out of that.
Didn't you say that?
Here, shoot some video. There you go. You can flip the monitor around if you want, or you can look through the viewfinder, whichever you like.
Was I editing that one?
Oh yeah. Who's that ugly lady right there?
This thing is really cool. For $199,
I could see
it
her.
comes with a card that goes in your computer. It comes with the umbilical that gives you the video input to the card.
Did you buy that for your company?
I didn't buy it. We have the ability to do it anyway. But for the person at home, they can take any video that they shot, any movie if they wanted to. If you've got a hard drive big enough, capture the video in a good resolution. It plays it back on your screen. You can break, say you shot something that's an hour long distance, shot Christmas at home, but you don't want to. You want to make a 5-minute video out of it. So you just go and pick the clips that the neat stuff, put them in the order you want, put dissolves, some other sort of transition in there you like, It renders that in a little bit of time for your computer, and it spits back on the computer table. You have an edited video. It looks good.
It's nice. It's quick too.
It's just that you can do it. So it's just
And all that other stuff, you need the whole table in order to.
oh yeah.
It's on 1-inch tape.
1 inch.
How you doing?
All right. Not too
You can
bad.
hear that talking, can't you? I think it's going into the picture.
Yeah, we had
It's all old equipment, but it's probably. Who's going to sell it to us? To a broadcasting station in California. Who's selling it? I was doing
Oh,
with
yeah.
kids school. That's the way I can do it.
In 1989, we were using a 3/4 inch form.
I've got that.
Do you? Now I still have that in my room. Hello.
Hi.
The everybody, the television stations were using 1 inch. That was the standard. And I had to make a decision
all right.
to buy something.
Ew, what's
I
it
knew that
for?
they needed to get
Give it to mom. Let mom video.
No, that's fine. No, Alec, don't.
No, to my mom. Oh, I got her. I got her. Mama.
And
You guys are.
so I was either I
Look
stayed
at
to
this.
buy 1 inch machines, or they had a new format called D2, and it was not, there wasn't a lot of it around, and I went ahead and made the decision, and it was a good one, fortunately, because people ended up they got machines like that, and it was
How do you turn it
we
off?
used the
Just
heck out
close
of
it?
them, and so
Just close this?
to stop it,
I don't know.
oh, you can hand it back to me, I'll shoot
I
something.
don't know.
She shut it.
That's why I asked.
No, it's not turn off.
Oh no, we're still recording.
You got your, you got to give him your betas. He'll be able to take your betas and put them on VHS for you.
You have Beta Max or Beta
I
Can
have
or
so
Beta?
many tapes that do not fit